It's been 10 years in the making. Everything has been building up to this moment. Live from the planet Titan, it's the red carpet coverage of the Infinity War. Hello. I'm your host for the evening, Kaija, the Kaiju Bray. I have taken a break from my duties of seducing a young scientist by the name of Newt in my endeavors of transporting a whole bunch of kaijus to Earth through a vortex. Not just because there probably won't be a Pacific Rim 3, but also because I couldn't pass up the opportunity of hosting such an event. I mean, come on. This is something people been waiting for years. Finally, Thanos has gotten off of his ass and has finally collected all of those Infinity Stones or gems or gallbladder stones or whatever the hell you call them. I mean, who knows why he waited until now to do it? If you ask me, it's because he's got commitment problems. But who cares how long it took him? What matters is that he finally did it. We've been promised the day when every superhero could be wiped out of existence. Just like that. I don't know how I'm able to do that because I have tentacles and not fingers, but who cares? So, here we are. The show before the show. Of course, I'm talking about the red carpet. Every major event has a red carpet. You got the Oscars, you got the Golden Globes, you got the Emmys, and you got the cancellation of Roseanne. So the Infinity War would be no different. Of course it would get a red carpet too. Ooh, and much like all other events, there's been a whole lot of celebrities that have been invited. Yes, one can only hope that we get a chance to talk to all of them and get all of the nasty dirt on the other celebrities. Ooh, it's gonna be real sloppy, real messy. It's gonna be all over my chest. Oh, wait a minute, I don't have a chest. I'm a disembodied brain. Oh, looky here. We got our first celebrity. Hello, Tannelia. How's your collection? It is better than ever. That's great to hear, Tanny. Last I heard about your collection, it went through some damages. Oh, yes, that was a huge concern of mine. But luckily I was insured, and so I was able to replace everything that was damaged. It took me about 4 years, give or take, but I finally did it. My collection has been fully restored, back to its perfection. Oh, that is just fantabulastic, Tanny. Do you mind telling us any recent additions you might have required as of recent? Why, yes. I have recently purchased a sitcom character. Unfortunately, we could not get the original actor to reprise his role, but we still have the character nonetheless. Well, I don't want to keep you too long. All I can say is that I hope your collection doesn't go through another destruction. What makes you think my collection would be in danger? Thanos is about to collect all of the Infinity Stones, and last I checked, one of them was in your possession. Doesn't that make you a little bit concerned? Oh, I don't see why. He and I are the best of buddies. I see no downside in making a deal with him. I would beg to differ on that. Looks like we've got our second celebrity. Out of my way, Sicario. Bye, Tanny, bye. Look who we have here. It's our favorite tiny mad scientist, Boulevard Sinister. That's Dr. Boulevard Sinister. So, I guess you've embraced your name finally. Yes, I used to hate the fact that everyone kept insisting that my name was Simon Bar Sinister, when in reality it's Boulevard Trask. But I decided to meet them at the middle. So from now on, my name is Dr. Boulevard Sinister. So what was that you were talking to Collector about? Something about how making deals with Thanos isn't the best thing to do. Well, it's not. I mean, I was forced against my will to aid Thanos. Oh, so you're the one who made that little contraption on Thanos' hand. Did you also create the one that was in Odin's treasure vault? Haven't you been paying attention? That one is a fake. Yeah, but it still had to be created by somebody, and it would seem like too huge a coincidence that your gauntlet looks exactly like that gauntlet. We don't have to explain anything, alright? The fact that it's fake is explanation enough. Okay, get off my back. Alright. No need to get testy with me. Well, I mean, you can't blame me. Thanos threatened to commit genocide on my whole race. And guess what? I think he did. What? Thanny wouldn't do that. He would only destroy half of your people. He half-asses everything on purpose. Then why did he destroy all of my people and left me as the only survivor? Well, that's probably because they only give a shit about one dwarf actor and not all of them. Well, what are you talking about? Time's up. The interview is over. Good luck in the Infinity War. Things are getting good now. My next interviews. You are stunning, Proxima. Just plain stunning. And I see you brought with you a date.
Oh, come on. You know this is my brother.
Foster brother. That means it's technically not incest if you two do it.
You know, Corvius and I have agreed that we don't really like making our lives public to the audience. We like to keep that private.
Oh, you didn't say no.
Listen, Kaija, we just want to get in there, get what we need, and just get the hell out, okay? We're gonna make our dad's project move real smoothly, okay? And no funny business whatsoever. No funny business.
You seem real confident about your father's endeavors. You sure that it won't end in tragedy?
Oh, please. There is no way my dad is gonna lose this war. Especially when he's got us.
Yeah! Oh, honey. I'm not worried about Fanny. I know he's gonna make it out of this alive. He's gotta be in parts 2 after all. I'm actually concerned about you, babe. I'm worried about all of you, children of Thanos. You guys are more expendable than him.
Thanos loves us with all his heart. He would never put us in real danger. He would make sure that we got out of this unscathed. Isn't that right, Corvius?
Well, if you say so, Proxima, I'm only saying it out of concern.
Even if we die, our father can just turn back the clock and prevent our deaths. That is how much power he has.
Power. That word. Power. What is the concept of power even all about? We have power, all right. Power over everyone else right now. We're never scared of losing power, but does it really matter? No matter how much power we get. Really, the only thing to look forward to is losing the power. But who do we lose the power to? The competition sure as hell won't do that anytime soon. Time. There's another word that's lost all meaning. Time. All it's good for is keeping track of milestones and counting the days till this whole thing kills over and dies. But that is a certainty, isn't it? Oh, how I envy the Western genre. But we're more versatile than the Western, aren't we? So that means we'll just keep going and going and going.
Wow, that segment was really depressing. Was that your father talking during that?
You better believe it. For some reason, he's working blue. I'm not sure why.
Don't you mean working purple?
No. Come on, Corvius. We've got a lot of beloved characters to kill off.
Just make sure you don't get any injuries, especially during the celebratory sex. But seriously, those two are definitely banging. Mark my words. Oh, speaking of the devil dinosaurs, it's two more of Thanos' children. Cold Obsidian and Ebony Moore.
Yeah, this is the best day of my life. The best day of my life is right now. This is the only reason why I exist, is to fulfill this purpose. And now that my purpose is going to be fulfilled, I have no idea what the fuck I'm going to do with my life. Maybe I'll donate my time to charity. Or maybe I'll sell myself into slavery. Yes, I'll sell myself into slavery. Yes.
You're such a door, you know that? You're so adorable. Ebony, did you know how adorable and just plain cute your brother is?
Well, guess what, Kaiser? He may be over ecstatic about this whole Infinity War nonsense, but I, on the other hand, couldn't give two shits about any of this.
Oh, you are a party pooper. Ebony is a party pooper. Party pooper.
Yeah, Ebony, I thought you were real proud of your dad's work. If you are ashamed of all that, then why do you act like you're some kind of religious fanatic? You are more culty than a recruiter for Scientology or Allison Mack. You're the ultimate recruiter for a cult. Are you telling me that all of that is a facade?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm just pretending to be a fanatic for my father. I'm actually buttering him up. Because do you know what's gonna happen to him when he destroys all of the superheroes? Mad pussy. Yes, it's gonna be raining pussy all over him. He's gonna be deep in pussy. So I need to be as supportive as possible about this Infinity Crusade, or whatever the fuck this is, because he is definitely gonna share that pussy. And if he's gonna share it with anyone, it's gonna be me! Because it definitely can't be Cole. He has the brain of a 6-year-old baby.
Yeah, that's right. They would be arrested for having sex with a minor.
He can just continue keeping his childlike innocence.
Thank you, brother! Thank you!
I don't support what you're doing, Ebony, but I guess I can understand the cause. If I still had a giant body, oh boy, imagine all the sex I would have. But alas, I can only have mental sex with Charlie Day.
Well, I'm glad that you see things my way, Kaija. Now, if you excuse me, Cole and I have to harass a wizard. We're gonna harass that wizard real good.
Oh, I hope that one of the heroes accuses you of looking like a Nickelodeon character.
Well, if it's gonna increase my chances of losing my virginity, then so be it.
Well, I highly doubt that anyone would have that kind of fetish, but I guess it doesn't matter because he's probably gonna die. Oh, but looky. I spy with my little eye that no longer exists another celebrity. Nebula. Oh, Nebula, you're gorgeous. You're stunning.
You can go ahead and continue with your shallow compliments, but I see right through you. You find joy in celebrating famous people because you have no life. You have no purpose. Well, I, on the other hand, have a purpose. And my purpose is to tear all of this down.
Well, I admire that in a supervillain. Of course you wanna just destroy everything. Isn't that what your pappy is doing?
The only thing I'm destroying is my pappy. But he's no one's pappy. He is only an enslaver.
Oh, come on, honey. If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't be the femme fatale you are now. He made you. Literally, in fact. Okay, maybe half literally, or maybe 3/4 literally, if you get what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you're a cyborg.
Yeah, that was not lost on me. And you, of all people, should know about losing body parts, since you've lost your whole body.
Yeah, well, you don't see me spoiling the parade for everyone. Come on, honey. We're supposed to be lavishing in the limelight right now. You made it to the big shots. Not everyone has an opportunity to be here.
Keep living in a delusion, while I live in reality.
Reality. Huh. Which reality really matters? My reality where all my opinions are correct, or your reality, where all of your opinions are correct? We're all living in our own reality, and that's the only one that matters to us. We don't care about the reality where the Marvel movies are all bad, all safe, all mediocre. Yes, that reality is valid, but so is mine, where none of that really matters, because like I said, there's no end point for the foreseeable future. So what's the point in complaining about it? Because you want to stand out? You want to be heard as the guy who hates the thing that everyone else is bandwagoning? Well, guess what? There can be more than one bandwagon. There's the one all for and the one all oppose. Either way, where is your individuality really? Earth to the viewer, you gotta stop spacing out. Ah, space. Now there's a word. Space. It could go on forever, never ending, always infinite. Just keep going and you'll go for infinity. Ah, now there's a thought. Just keep going forever. That sure seems like a possibility now, doesn't it? I mean, we can just keep replacing the actors all we want. New, young faces. New, racially diverse faces. But if you want to really be like space, then why not go where no one has gone before? We sort of already done that.
I can't stand the sound of his voice. But it sounded different. He usually sounds so happy to mutilate me. But this didn't sound like joy.
Yeah, I'm getting a little concerned that he sounds a little depressed, like something really bad happened to him.
Good. He's compromised. That makes him an easy target.
Well, you're just a whole bunch of gumdrops and rainbows, aren't you?
I could shatter that little jar you're in, but I've got bigger, better, more important things to focus on. I'm gonna take that gauntlet right out of my dad's hand.
You think it's gonna turn out like it did in Earth 616? You do know that we do like to make our diversions to keep everyone on their toes. Maybe you won't even get a chance at the gauntlet. But if you want this to be like Earth 616, then you better get ready, because your torture is gonna be hell.
In that universe, I just got turned into a zombie. That's nothing compared to my past. Bring it on, Daddy. Bring it on.
Well, it looks like I found the one person in all of the universe who hates this occasion. Well, her and a whole bunch of edgy hipsters. But enough about people who want attention. We're getting real close to the countdown. I've only got time for one last interview. Who's it gonna be? It's M'Baku! M'Baku, baby! I mean, sure, a lot of people are arguing that you're here to beat us up, but you're not here to do that, baby, are you?
Well, I was planning to beat a couple of the outriders to the Pope, but keep in mind that I'm only doing it to protect my territory, my Wakandan territory.
Oh, I see. Self-defense. That's very understandable. Now, I've heard a lot of rumors that you brought a +1 to the red carpets tonight.
Yes, everybody was allowed a +1, but I assure you that she is not a date. She is just a friend, a really good friend. And I just wanted to show her a good time.
Sure, yeah, sure, M'Baku. She's just a friend. I get your lingo. So why don't you show her to us already? We've got a time crunch after all. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Okay. Here is my +1, Lady Death.
Holy Mary of Holy Living Tribunal! There was so much speculation that she wouldn't show up tonight. They all said that this Infinity War would not go in that direction because Thanos' motivation is different. So we don't need a personification of death this time. Well, look who's laughing now, Mom! Here she is! Oh, this is the best red carpet I've ever hosted! Oh, Lady Death, it's an honor. I am not worthy of your presence. You are the villain of literally all of existence. You are the thing that every supervillain depends on every God-given day. And so, now that you bestow upon us your presence, we are more than humble.
Thank you, but no, all the pleasure is all mine. Don't hyperventilate. Although I don't think you can do that because you have no lungs.
I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting any longer. Although I'm a little concerned about your dates, Lady Death.
What you talking about, Baku? We're just plutonic.
Yeah, sure. Try saying that to Thanos in Earth 616. I know about your history with the big purple lug. Maybe he still got the hots for you in this universe. So you might want to watch your back, M'Baku.
Oh, trust me, Kaija. I don't think I need to worry about that. No, sorry.
Oh, I'm being told that there's one more celebrity who's shown up. Ta-ta, lovebirds. I've gotta go score another interview.
Can you believe her? Always trying to skew everything I try to say. Ugh, typical entertainment journalist. You know a thing or two about that, don't you, Gravy?
We agreed we were going to be incognito about this. You don't have a big purple man who wants to kill you.
Well, technically, I do.
It's also Thanos. He wants to kill everybody, or at least half of everybody. Yeah, but he's made me a top priority. He wants mine to be slow and gruesome, while everyone else's will probably be quick and painless. Okay, if you insist, still using that irritating voice. Now, where are my Outriders? What the hell are Outriders? They are the aliens that Thanos genetically created. Although there seems to be no clarification here that he made them from scratch, but we'll just assume that, since they are very animalistic, as opposed to the normal soldier aliens that he usually works with. Oh, here's a couple of them now. All right, boys.
Yeah, we know the drill.
Okay, good. Prepare to get your skulls caved in, or whatever the hell you have instead of a skull.
Oh shit, this is worse than we thought. Oh god, oh it hurts so much. Ow! Oh!
Mbaku! Wait, Mbaku! I can't be here all by myself. Keep your composure, Graviton. Keep your composure. Oh shit, did I just say my real name? Fuck! I mean, Lady Death. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Thank you, Kai. No, Lady Death. I'm trying to get your attention. I know the Infinity War starts in just a few seconds, but I just need a little bit of your time. Is that okay, Death? Oh, yeah, sure. What did you want to tell me? There's an imposter in our midst. What? Who could be impostoring? I'm not impostoring anybody. Shut up. You see, my final celebrity of the night appears to also be Lady Death. Oh, fuck. Yeah, because she also has a skull for a face. And she also wears a black cloak, just like you. Well, I guess all I can say is, oh, but there's a difference between you and her. What? There is? She identifies as a man. Really? Well, it is 2018, That's why I think he's the imposter, and not you. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Oh, not to worry. Well, since you are the personification of whether or not something should continue to exist, maybe you should be the judge. Here is the guilty. What the fuck? You're not Lady Death. You're Red Skull. Oh, I can't believe it. Supervillain royalty. Which makes it all the more shocking that you would demote yourself into doing this. How could you, Red Skull? What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, what I have to say is you are a fucking idiot.
Don't be so disrespectful in front of the lady of all that is dead.
Nah, I am not talking to her. I am talking to you.
Huh?
Yes. Don't you recognize the difference between a ripoff and an homage? I was just trying to evoke the imagery of Lady Death. That was my only intention.
Well, I'm not buying it. Smite him down, Death! Smite him down!
Oh no, not this again. I have to be peer pressured into killing someone who I respect.
The Death that I know wouldn't be so reluctant at the opportunity of ending someone's life. I mean, that's literally all that you do. Unless you are an imposter too. I gotta sound the alarm right now.
She was getting on my last nerve. I can't stand entertainment journalists.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Who is gonna open the breach now? Tell Newt I love him.
Oh, you're my hero, Red Skull. You already were, but now you're double my hero.
Cut the charade, Graviton. The kaiju brain is dead. You don't have to keep pretending.
Oh, thank God. But how did you know?
I can tell when someone has something that death does not have. A soul.
Soul. Perhaps the most poignant word of them all. Soul. Is it just what you say when you want to convince someone that there really is an afterlife? Or is it the word that you want to use to describe whether or not someone really is the kind of person you want them to be? So if they're not, then you accuse them of not having a soul. But what does it really mean? And what does it mean to not have one? Does it mean you don't deserve to live just because you don't have the same feelings or thoughts or passion as other people? Just because I was willing to make a huge, costly sacrifice, does that mean that I don't have a soul? Because I was willing to murder my own daughter? But if I really did love her, would I have even thought of killing her? Isn't that a conundrum? You could lose your mind thinking about that one. Ah, mind. What is the mind really when you compare it to the soul? It's the more rational side, isn't it? But if this is the more logical side, then does that mean that the soul is the part that's not rational? Which one matters more, the mind or the soul? Some of us don't even believe that one of them even exists. So, naturally, that should mean that the mind is the winner. But was I really using my mind when I decided on my goals of saving every single race? I could have thought, no. The logical thing to do would be to just let nature take its course and let every planet die eventually. I guess that means that for this whole crusade, I was following my soul. And look where it got me. Sure, the view is nice, but at what cost?
I don't want to tell Thanos how to do his job, but usually when I do a segment, I try to make it informative about a certain supervillain instead of having it be a philosophical rant about an existential crisis, but that's just me.
I wouldn't be too concerned about that. He is just trying to work out some issues.
But I thought he'd be happy about his huge ass achievement.
Have you not been paying attention to the Infinity Stones?
Yeah, he's been explaining it. I get the gist of each MacGuffin and their respective ability.
But what you don't understand is that Thanos recorded these segments after this huge event.
After? How can he record afterwards if the event isn't even over yet? It's still happening right now.
It looks like somebody is not paying attention.
Oh, all right. I forgot. The Infinity Stones. Anything is possible with the Infinity Stones. He must have used the Time Stone to push himself forward through time.
Oh, that is not the stone he used. He used a different stone. A special secret stone.
Wait a minute. You mean a seventh stone?
Yes, but this stone is far more powerful than all the other stones combined. This is the plot stone.
The plot stone.
And now I bestow it upon you.
What? But doesn't that belong to Thanos? He already wants to kick my ass. Now you're giving him even more of a reason to kick my ass.
Yes, Franklin Hall. Thanos, the Mad Titan, wanted to kick your ass before the event. But after the event, he no longer has that desire.
Oh no, don't tell me! Did he fail? Did he fail in his quest? Oh man, I was really looking forward to the genocide of all superheroes. I mean, sure, we would have all been out of the business, the supervillain business, but it would have been a nice spectacle to see.
No, quite the opposite, in fact.
You mean he was successful? Really?
I don't know. He has been very, very strict about spoilers.
Did somebody say spoilers?
Daddy said spoilers are a no-no. Oh no, not these guys again.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the little perverted piece of shit that tried to hook up with our sister.
Could you guys just please let that go? We're all adults here. Can't we just let bygones be bygones?
Fuck no. I've got to brown nose some more to my dad. So let's do this.
Yeah, we're going to kill you. We're gonna smash you up real good. Yeah, man, I would use my gravitational powers, but for some reason I've been feeling a little weak. I've been feeling a little woozy. I don't know what's coming over me.
You don't have to use your powers. You could save your energy and use the stone.
How can the stone help me?
Whoever you point the stone at will be pushed forward through the plot.
Oh, but this is dangerous. I don't know what happens in the plot, so for all I know, they could die.
Oh, you're gonna wish that I was dead when I'm through with you, you little shitster!
Oh, what did you do to my brother? What did you do?
I'm sure he's still alive in there. He's just frozen is all. Hey, Ebony. How's life doing now that you're a popsicle? Don't worry, I've seen other people survive that. You're gonna be dandy mandy.
Oh, man. I can't have sex when I'm frozen solid. Now I'll never lose my virginity.
You say that like you had a chance before.
Oh, that was a burn if I ever saw one.
Ooh, but I think that burn was too hot. His ice is melting.
Yeah, and when I thaw, you're gonna get it.
Not unless I push you even further into the plot.
No!
Oh, where did he go? Where did my brother go? Where did he go?
Can't you see that little speckle in the sky?
I'm blasting off again!
No! Who's going to wipe my ass now?
Hey, don't look at me.
You am not the one who wipe my ass. You am the one I wipe my ass with.
Oh no! I don't want to go up this guy's ass! Take that!
Oh, you hurt me. I'm telling my sister.
Oh no, this power is too dangerous. Look at all the damage I'm creating.
Technically, the plot is the one that is doing this to them. You are simply just fast-forwarding the events.
But why would Thanos give this to me? I mean, even if he's gone through a life-changing experience, it makes no sense that he would trust a random supervillain like me.
How dare you harm my little brother?
Ooh, you're Proxima? You look nothing like a female equivalent of Jabba the Hutt.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, looks like somebody hasn't seen the Solo Star Wars movie, along with everybody else.
Well, it doesn't matter, because I'm gonna do what should have been done a long time ago. Get rid of the trash. Ah!
Oh, you killed my big sister too.
Wow, her death was extra messy. I mean, look at all of that blue blood. It's like she's an android from Detroit or something.
You know, I had a feeling that those giant spaghettios were a hazard. You really should have been more practical with your transportation devices.
Both of you will pay. Both of you will pay for this real bad. And I will make sure of that with this new hand. Yes, bet you weren't expecting that.
Actually, that's usually the go-to plan for supervillains when their hand gets cut off. But while you're still here...
Oh, me go boom!
Is this really what the plot does to all of them? It just immediately kills them all willy-nilly, like real fast? I thought that they would be used for at least 2 movies. A good 2 movies. I thought that they were going to be fleshed out or something. I had no idea they were just going to drop like flies.
Well, this is what you get for pushing the plot forward. You may not like what you find on the other end.
You're right. I gotta stop doing this while I'm ahead.
Like hell you will. Yes, you need to continue using that object.
Why the hell would you want that?
We need to know who's gonna get screwed over more by Thanos. Me or him? I say it's him. And I say it's him. So it's time for you to give us the answer.
Well, okay. I'll do it for science.
Ah! Oh no! It really was me who got screwed over more! Look at my hands! Look at my hands! Oh, this is so horrible! I can never create another Sentinel, another magic MacGuffin for a Marvel superhero, another pill for a dog to take that gives him superpowers. I can never do any of that.
You're kind of ignoring this other huge ass thing that's changed about you.
That I'm tall now?
Yeah, I would assume that you would think that was a really big deal. I mean, look at you. You're freaking huge now.
What? You think that all little people are sensitive about their height? A lot of us are very confident. Oh, I'm gonna go wallow in my pity over there.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea to avoid large crowds because you don't want to step on anybody. But wait a minute, where's the collector? I thought he got zapped too.
I have a very good calculation. He has gone to the place that I used to reside at. The place where I was banished to for many, many years. Until quite recently, when I finally escaped. But now your friend has to suffer the same fate for who knows how long.
Hello? Hello? Is there anybody there? Where am I?
Welcome, new citizen, to the land of ambiguous fates.
The land of ambiguous fates, you say?
Yeah, the land of ambiguous fates.
Wait. Are you telling me that people aren't sure if I'm alive or not?
Well, what do you last remember?
I recall my collection tragically going up in flames. But as for myself, I'm not really sure. I saw an illusion of myself, but not my actual self.
And that right there is the reason why you are stuck here with us.
Is there no way of escaping?
Well, we could wait until we get some final confirmation on your status. However, I managed to escape my own way. But then those stupid children of Thanos had to go and catch me and put me back here. So, you're gonna have to get comfortable, Tanaleer.
Oh, this is not magnificent.
Oh, funny references.
Oh man, I don't like this stone. I don't want to use this anymore.
Are you sure about that? Considering that there is one child of Thanos left.
You don't mean... Oh, it's just that guy. I thought you were talking about Nebula. Well, I don't mind pushing you forward into the plot. Doopity-doo. Uh, Still, it's a shame that we couldn't do any more with you. Oh well, this is how the plot goes. I suppose you are correct. Papa Midnight? Yes, it is Papa Midnight. What are you doing as one of Thanos' children? I thought that being a DC character was no longer lucrative. So I decided to look at all of my options. And I thought that being a Marvel villain would be the better career opportunity. Oh, silly me, right? How dare I try to dream? Oh no, I didn't want to do this to you. You're one of my good friends. That's okay, Graviton. You didn't know. I'd rather be an underdeveloped supervillain than a villain of a cancelled TV show that is never coming back. No! Papa Midnight, no! Not again!
In the name of Hanuman, what is going on here? I leave you for 20 minutes and you do all this shit? Baku, how was your experience beating up aliens? How is that going? It was going real good until I heard all of the commotion over here. I heard that you have access to one of the stones. Do you want to get yourself killed?
Leave him alone, M'Baku. Leave him alone.
Hello, Nebula. This is awkward. I swear I'm not here to ask you for a second chance. I'm just here for business reasons. You know, stopping the Armageddon and whatnot.
I've moved on, Graviton, and I really hoped you had moved on too. All I care about is that you have the plot stone.
Yeah, I know. You probably want it, don't you? I'm sorry that I apparently got on your dad's good side. I'm really sorry about that.
No, I don't want you to hand it over to me. I want you to use it on me. I am tired of waiting. I want it over with. I want to know if I really do kill my father. That's all I care about. And if you use the plot stone to push me forward through the plot, I can finally have my answer quicker than ever.
But what if you die in the plot? We don't know.
What? You have little confidence in my abilities to overthrow my father?
No, I think you're very capable. You're very capable indeed. You're a strong, independent woman.
Then do it.
No, don't do it. I told you, Graviton, we had to be careful. No stupid stuff. Which one do I listen to? I don't know. I love you both.
What?
Oh, I said too much.
Oh!
Oh no! What have I done? Oh, Nebula, I can't believe this.
No! You, you only did what I asked. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
Maybe if I hit you again, it'll be better. Maybe you get out of this somehow. You're strong like that.
No, Graviton, it's too risky. Ah!
Oh, thank God. You're back to normal now. I guess that means you do defeat your father after all, don't you? No, Graviton. Her father wins this war. Imbaku, did you get infected by the plot stone too? Yes. Some of the plot stone juice got onto me. You should really work on your aim. But the point is that I too have been pushed through the plot. How further did it take you? All the way to the end. That means you survived the plot. So you should be happy, right? You should be relieved. Well, my body might be in perfect condition, but my soul, my feelings have dropped. I feel that I have lost someone who I was supposed to hate, but have recently come to respect and admire until right now. Just as quickly I made friends, I have lost them.
He's not the only one who feels loss. My sister is dead.
Thanos won and it's still sad? But I thought it was supposed to be a good time for supervillains. He destroyed half of the universe, the superhero half. That is not how it happened. He destroyed a random half. Okay. I admit this is probably a lot more heavy than I expected, but it'll all get resolved, right? This is all gonna blow over in a year or so, right? We got nothing to be worried about. They're all gonna come back. They wouldn't get rid of their cash cows just when they got them. They're smarter than that. Right?
Well, the thing is, my sister didn't die like everyone else did. Everyone else got killed by the snap. But not Loki, not Heimdall, not my sister. My sister went out the old-fashioned way. Regular death.
And even though my brother from another mother has been affected by the snap, they have every chance of coming back. But the ones who remain, like me, like her, are the real ones in danger.
And those who disintegrated into dust, they're the ones who are safe. We are the ones who are left to make the sacrifice. I probably won't make it, Graviton.
What are you saying? You don't have to face the music in a year, so maybe we can stop this. Make sure that you don't have to make the sacrifice.
I'm sorry, Graviton, but this is the way it has to be.
What the hell just happened? They just turned all dark and gray. Red Skull? What the hell is going on?
The same thing that is happening everywhere else in the MCU.
If I am Eatri, then which respected dwarf actor is going to play Pip the Troll?
I finally figured out the problem. Too many hanging plot threads.
I don't care.
Can you believe that they tried to adapt that story without Adam Warlock, or Mephisto, or that female Thanos?
What kind of pervert would want a Thanos with boobies?
I do.
All hail King Dark Overlord! Yes, bow down to your king! Bow down to King Dark Overlord! What the fuck? What the hell is going on? Man, I just took over this planet. Oh, this is such a buzzkill. Especially after all of the fun romps.
I don't understand. I don't understand any of this.
The MCU is shutting down, Graviton. It's become a no safe zone because this cliffhanger is way too huge. Too huge for anybody to mess with. So the MCU is shutting down. It is becoming a dead zone. So everything has to be left the way it is. It has to be discarded until all of this can be resolved.
But that could take a year, a whole year, and we don't know if they'll survive or not. But wait a minute. If the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe is shutting down, then how come I'm not shutting down? I'm a part of the MCU.
If you want to get technical, then yes, you technically are, but then it comes to what officially counts. According to the universe, you do not count.
Why? Why don't I count?
The only things that truly, purely, naturally count are in the movies. Everything else is just a technicality.
None of the TV shows count at all?
Look in your heart, Glaviton, in your soul. You would have felt it, along with all the other characters from the TV shows. They don't really fit into the MCU. They are just told they do.
Well, come to think of it, there have been a lot of major stuff that the Netflix shows have ignored, but the ABC shows don't ignore them. So that means that I can do something about this. I can save them.
It is very, very, very improbable. but I do see a possibility of you being successful. After all, Thanos did not trust you with the plot stone for nothing.
It was his idea to give me the stone? Why?
Well, why don't you hear straight from the horse's mouth?
You know what? I'm done. I am done with this negativity. I don't need more negativity in my life, even though I've got all of these hangups, all of these problems. At the end of the day, I was successful, and that's all that matters. Sure, there were so many people getting in my way, using every fiber of their being to stop my mission, but I accomplished it, nevertheless, and I should be goddamn happy about that. I mean, you all asked for something different. Well, here you go. Something different. The bad guy won. The heroes lost. It sure looks like it was gonna go down the path every single other one of these has gone down, where right at the very last second, the hero prevails and stops the bad guy. But luckily for me, Thor did not aim at my head. And that is what gave me the chance to finally snap my fingers. The perfect ending. The ending no one else ever had the balls to do. You can say all you want, that this is all just gonna be resolved in a year, but the fact that we left you hanging, the fact that we gave you no implication that anything would be better again, that should be commended. Okay, sure, there is that one exception, but Thanos, in Earth 616, you were way more of a badass. You wanted to kill everybody, not just half the universe. In the comic books, you only did half just to prove how powerful you were. It was basically like telling someone to hold your beer so that you could do a party trick. Well, guess what? Now that I am in the same place I was at the end of the original storyline, that sure as hell makes you wonder what's next in store for me. Am I even going to survive part 2? Or will I meet that beautiful lady that I decided to get over? Well, time will tell. But the point is, I'm not some lovesick puppy dog like I was in Earth 616. I don't need another half. In this version, I don't need a significant other to feel whole. I am who I am, and who I am is fucking Thanos, fucking the fucking mad fucking Titan.
Wow, he sounds a lot more chipper in that segment, as if there's a swagger in his step.
Well, I wish I could explain further, but I have to go now. I have to go back to the land of ambiguous fates.
But I thought you said that was only for people who we don't know their status. You're still alive, guarding the stone.
I was guarding the stone, but now my job is complete. And when Thanos took the stone from me, what am I left to do? What does my existence mean now that my job is over? Well, there is no concrete answer, and you know what that means.
No, I need you. I need some guidance in this journey.
I'm afraid you will have to find it elsewhere, Graviton, but it is not my choice.
Oh no, I have to go at this alone, especially since my powers are gone because of this stupid sickness I'm suffering. Oh, the headaches.
I think I know what's wrong with you.
Oh, absorbing man. How the hell did you get here?
I found a way to defeat Thanos, but you won't like it.
I'll try anything. Anything if it means saving my friends.
Well, do you remember how you were set up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah, I remember. That was a dangling plot line that was never resolved. We're still waiting on that.
It looks like the powers that be have finally decided to pay it off.
What, you mean I'm finally gonna be Graviton in the MCU? Oh yes, this couldn't come at a more perfect time. I'll be at my most powerfulest.
I'm really sorry to be the one to break it to you, but you're not the one who becomes Graviton.
What? But Graviton is my destiny. I'm Franklin Haw for crying out loud.
Well, you still have to do with the origin of Graviton, but you're more of a plot device that leads up to Graviton.
I didn't know this was how we were going to pay it off. I don't understand. How does this explain my illness?
You are going through a retcon. You assumed that you were trapped inside of the goo, but it turns out you actually merged with the goo. You are the goo, and the goo is you.
No, I refuse to believe that. I'm not goo. I'm not goo. Oh no. I'm goo.
The retcon is complete. Now we can go ahead as planned.
No, Carl. No. Not like this. Not like this.
So, have you accepted your fate yet?
I accept it. I'm not Graviton. I'm just the plot device that helps, Graviton. Is it you? Nah, I also get the short end of the stick. Well, then who is it?
It's me.
Glenn Talbot? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, sure, you're an antagonist of superheroes, but you're not a straight up villain.
Well, you see, little Franklin, you might be the Graviton, but you look nothing like him from Earth 616, whereas I am a spitting image.
Okay, sure, you look more like the comic book version of me, but I am me. This was my identity for so long.
Look, do you want me to kick Thanos' ass or not?
Well, I mean, if it means getting my friends out of the rut,
then you're gonna have to let me swallow you.
That's gross, but I'm gonna be inside of your mind?
That's all you're gonna be, is a vision made out of clips from pre-existing footage.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have to join you. Wait, what? Yep, I'm gonna be absorbed. It's supposed to be ironic.
Quit your yammering and let's do this thing already.
Get away from him, you bitch.
Thanos, is it really you?
That's impossible. You don't give a fuck about us TV characters.
Except for this little blob.
What happened to you?
I have had to deal with higher beings, dark cosmic gods. Even with my infinity gauntlet, I am no match for their omnipotence. And that is why I need you, Graviton.
Okay, hold your beta ray bills. I've gotta eat this blob first.
Don't you dare touch this blob. He is more of a Graviton than you will ever be.
But if you don't follow the MCU correctly, this video will be inaccurate.
Don't you know what this is? It's the Infinity Frickin' Gauntlet. And as long as I have that, I am above the laws. I am above all logic of this YouTube channel. I don't have to abide by anything. Thanos out.
What the hell am I supposed to do now?
Well, we could talk about our sexual tension that we clearly have.